Go live. Live. Hi. It's live. Here I am. It's Sunday, just after 4 o'clock. I had to refinagle something on the screen there, kind of get it all figured out. But anyway, hello. It's Sunday and it's Super Bowl Sunday. So I don't know how many people of you are gonna watch this sort of thing, but hey, think of it as the Super Bowl pre-show, okay? I don't know how much football we're going to speak about here, but we'll see what happens. The thing that concerns me most, though, is the halftime show, and that's where the music is. So instead of getting like the Rolling Stones or Paul McCartney or even Lady Gaga, who do we have for the halftime show tonight? The Weeknd? Who the heck is The Weeknd? I don't even know who. Is it a guy? Is it a girl? Is it a group? What the heck is The Weeknd? So I can't say I'm really pumped up for this year's halftime show because I don't know who it is. I've got no idea. So if anybody out there knows more about The Weeknd than I do, and that's probably likely, tell me, what the heck should I even bother? Should, I don't know. I might have it on for the commercials and stuff, but I mean, like, we've got two teams that I care basically nothing about. So I don't care who wins. So, like, my only interest is maybe the commercials and the halftime show. But with the halftime show being made up of somebody questionable, hi, Joe. You want to come on? See if that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. Yeah, if anybody knows more about this Weeknd business, let me know. Yeah. The Weeknd is Saturday. Yes, that much I can figure out. Yeah, but other than that, I don't know who The Weeknd is. Name me one song by The Weeknd. Why should I even watch? Why should I bother? Is there any bother? Got no idea. Like, I have a feeling they've decided, well, if we can't have people in the stands, maybe we'll have a really low I don't know. Morning, Joe.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Am I supposed to shut the audio off? You're going to hear yourself here. I don't know when you talk. I'm talking now. That's fine.
Yeah, it sounds fine. Yeah, it's when you have YouTube on at the same time, then that little bit of delay causes a little bit of an echo.
All right, I'm trying to figure. Oh, how come I can't turn my volume down here? Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm leaving the headphones off. We'll see if I can do without them. We'll hear all kinds of other ambient noise.
Yeah, I don't hear any vacuum cleaners or anything like that, so I guess we're all set.
Yeah, not yet, but you will.
But honestly, when you say like, "Oh, darn, they're up there," I don't hear it. I really don't hear it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. Listen, you don't have to worry about football while I'm on here, or maybe you want to talk about football. In no way, shape, or form ever talk about football except to say that I loathe it.
Well, I don't mind football, but I mean, like, today's game has got two teams that I care nothing about, right? So it's like, I don't mind football.
Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Well, while you're fixing that, I'll bring Jorgen up. Hello, Jorgen.
Hello, Jorgen.
One.
Have they got football in Sweden, Jorgen?
I couldn't care one bit about the Super Bowl. I'm totally uninterested.
The Super Bowl.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught.
I said it in Rachel's channel that this kind of football isn't. It's growing in Sweden, but it's not really our. We are soccer.
Like European football. Yeah. But I don't know whether you caught me talking at the beginning when basically nobody's here, but
I thought you wanted some info about Weeknd.
Yeah, exactly. Like the halftime show was like, so the Weeknd.
Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
The Weeknd is one DJ who does music in electro style, modern electronic style.
Do you have any albums by The Weeknd?
No, not my. Me myself, I have no. I think The Weeknd is totally uninteresting in band, actually.
Well, I'm uninterested already. But you know.
But I think their biggest hit is The Hills and Can't Feel My Face, according to Wikipedia.
Oh, I can't wait for that one.
Wow.
But it's not really my thing, actually. But it's name that has passed when you're searching for hits.
But you know, before I started this, I thought, well, what came before this? What other Super Bowl halftime stars have we had? And I brought up the list, and I'm seeing like Aerosmith and Travis Tritt and Lady Gaga, Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, even until this year, The Weeknd.
You know, I mean, I tuned in, of course, for Paul and the Rolling Stones a couple of times because I never watched or played a game of football in my life. I do like baseball. I'm a baseball fan, but you know, I'm not a fanatic, but I like baseball. But the thing is, when I put the halftime shows on those times, to me, people are always saying football is so much more exciting and that baseball is so boring. But to me, the little bit of the game that I had to see of football while I'm waiting for the halftime show and so forth is move a couple of feet, stop. Wait, move another foot, stop. Another foot. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is exciting. Well, I guess when you run the whole gamut and make a touchdown or whatever it is, I guess that's supposed to be exciting.
I actually only know as a wrestling fan that the WWE have had two Super Bowl halftime shows.
But you know where I learned most of my football knowledge from? Handheld Mattel football.
Oh.
Remember that? You know, it was like about yo big, and you pushed a button. All you had were dashes, and you had to evade the oncoming dashes and get a play, and the thing would like and I got it down. Hooray. That's where I learned more about football than anything.
I learned mine from Charlie Brown. That's about it.
Oh yeah, just don't trust Lucy. That's the.
And watching episodes of Three Stooges with football or whatever else. Little Rascals.
Yeah, that'll teach you a lot of football. But when it comes to the halftime show, I'm looking and going like, well, who have I got to look forward to? Who am I gonna? The Weeknd. Well, then I'm just gone. I have no idea.
I actually posted a Wikipedia link of the Weeknd on the.
Yeah, there's messing. Yeah, it's WEEKND. What does this mean? I
guess it's supposed to be called Weekend, but it sounds cooler with it's skipping one E.
I guess that's like the Beatles spelling it with an A, whatever. You said something about I Cannot Touch My Face. That's their big hit song, or his big song, or
Can't Feel My Face.
Can't Feel My Face. No, I just don't think.
They also had a huge hit with a song together with Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Can't
wait. I think it starts in a couple hours from now, but the halftime show shouldn't be till about 8, I would presume. So, yeah.
Doc, I had you on my mind this morning because I did a live chat. You might know about it. There's a new series I was going to do, and this is not so much a plug as just telling you about the time factor. And I said, well, what's a good time to do this? I want to make it every week that I do this live thing. It only lasts, hopefully, no more than an hour show at the most. And it's when I'm going to be ranking songs from a different album every week. So I thought, well, what's a good time to do it? And I thought, well, Sunday, obviously, because You know, a lot of people are off. Most people are off. You're always off now.
Really?
But so I said, okay. And I'm a morning person. I thought, so I did it at 8 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. And I thought, well, that's good because people in the UK, people can watch it later. If, they'll be watching in the afternoon. But the people in the West in the States, and I'm not good with geography, but wouldn't be able to watch it if you're in Arizona.
Yeah, well, that would be like 5 in the morning, and
so forget that. And I thought and I thought the ideal time is like about 3 p.m. Eastern time. Now, 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern time.
Be careful there.
And I said, oh, that's Doc's time. That's what. So I said, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to step on his toes, but I might go to 3. If I do the 3, though, I'll be off by 4 Eastern. So
that's not.
It wouldn't be too much.
And you can say, "No, everybody, come on over here." Yeah, sure,
I could do that too.
but all of us are seeming to be falling on this bandwagon of live streams and such, and setting up a show. So like even at 6 o'clock would be the Matt and Steve show.
Right, he's still doing that.
They're not doing it today because Matt wants to watch football. I know.
I love you, Matt.
So I told Steve, well, you can come on my show instead, whatever. But I mean,
I remember doing one live stream around maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Then it was hardly anyone who did live streams. Now, as I've seen too much job doing it nowadays, so I think I will never do it again.
Well, the live that I did it just me by myself, which now is getting to be that's getting to be passe, just by yourself. So I'm gonna learn StreamYard or Zoom.
Yeah, it's about Zoom.
Figure out how to do this. And I'm probably going to do something like this at some point, because if I'm going to do a show like ranking the albums or something, I like to have a partner on there, or maybe we can do movie critiques. Yeah. Have like a Siskel and Ebert kind of thing going. So that's why I want to get like more than just myself on these things.
Brian wants to know who's playing. Well, I'm not sure whether we'll just do the whole thing. It's Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Whoopee. With your halftime guest, The Weeknd.
Wow.
The Weeknd.
No Redskins, huh?
I guess not. Is there any going to be any? I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it.
I only know the names that I hear. Dallas Cowboys, right?
Well, at least we get the cheerleaders out of that. But
yes. And from what I'm told, I don't know anything about football, but I hear that the Jets, that's the same bunch of losers as the Mets.
Oh dear. Well,
like that because I'm a New York Mets fan, but whenever they're playing decently, it doesn't mean they don't have to win every game. You can't, but as long as they have a chance and they're playing respectably, I'm into it. But if they have a lousy season, I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time. I'd rather listen to a Yoko record or something.
That's a better sense of time. But anyway,
I'm not going to say anything to stir up some.
we can stay away from the Yoko thing.
I was going to say I don't know what's worse, a Yoko album or a Super Bowl.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I don't know what's the lesser of the evils. I might even listen to George Harrison Electronic Sound instead of the Super Bowl.
Sure. Well, I have a feeling they got The Weeknd because there's going to be nobody in the stands, right? Basically. So, like, why get a big-name artist when they're going to have an empty stadium? It might be good for ratings, perhaps, but I just went The Weeknd. I don't know what that is. Anyhow, Joe, I was watching your replay of the stream you did earlier because I'm not up at 8. Geez, no, I got up around 10 this morning. So anyway, I followed your list for the ranking of the Please Please Me songs.
Yeah.
And we can compare. And Jorgen can help if he likes.
I don't remember what the
Please Please Me songs.
Somebody say, wait. Oh, you got yours? Yeah. La, 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 la.
I still have it here.
Okay, very good. I put your list and my list side by each.
So go ahead.
So
I don't want to bore people.
Yeah. So what's this? Brian says Kansas City Chiefs reminds me of Bay City Rollers and the Kaiser Chiefs. Well, that still doesn't make me want to watch it.
But listen to Bay City Rollers, maybe.
Could be. Okay. So anyway, for Please Please Me, ranking them from top or bottom to top. Number 14. Both me and Joe agreed on A Taste of Honey. Worst song on the album. Not that we hate it.
It's my least favorite. I like all the songs.
Yeah, but it's least favorite. Okay, good way of putting
For
it.
me.
Yeah. And oh wait, we have a new joiner here. Let's throw him up there. It's the Vinyl Archivist. Hey, Patrick.
Vinyl Archivist. Hello.
Hello.
How did the operation go?
Well, I'm testing it out, see how long I can sit in a chair.
Oh, what operation did you have?
I got my knee replaced on Thursday.
Wow.
No.
Ooh, is that painful or?
Not as painful as it was before I got my knee replaced on Thursday.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it was horrible. I mean, the doctor came out after the surgery and showed me. He said my knee had like so much inflammation and bleeding. He didn't know what the hell was going on with it. So
it all fixed now, right?
Hopefully. I mean, I'm able to walk unassisted. I can go upstairs. So, I mean, I was in really good shape. I'm a cyclist, so I think that really helped me.
Oh, you probably have to do some rehabilitation and.
Yeah, I start physical therapy tomorrow. I have a trainer in the garage, so I'll get on that as soon as I can. But it's only been like 3 days, so I'm not anticipating. I'm not trying to go too fast.
Yeah, a little too soon to say I'm cured, but yeah, this is gonna take some time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were just going down the list of Please Please Me songs, rating them from bottom to top.
Ooh.
Are you in on that?
I'm totally in on that. I got to go pull it out and I can
grab Please Please Me.
Exact track order.
Yep. And tell us your least favorite song.
My least favorite. Okay.
Yeah, we're going from bottom.
We're going from bottom to top. Okay, least favorite.
Yeah, what's your least favorite song on Please Please? Play the Jeopardy music.
Listen to Taste of Honey.
Hey, Joe, is it still snowing outside?
Oh, yeah.
I pretty much love every song on here. So this is one of my favorite albums. So it's hard for me.
Yeah, I like them all, but I had to put them in the least favorite to most favorite.
All right, Anna, go to him. That'd be probably my least favorite.
Okay. So, actually, Joe and I agreed on A Taste of Honey.
Taste of Honey would go next.
Okay. Well, when it comes to number 13, you say A Taste of Honey comes next.
Yes.
Joe said Chains, and I say Anna.
Yeah, but it might be Anna now. When I made that video, it was many hours ago. It changes hour now.
It changed that quick.
No, yeah, but I'll stick with Chains.
After a second thought, maybe Anna. Okay. Now we're to 12.
So we're going in order. So I jumped it. Okay, now I get it. We're going in a circle. Gotcha. Sorry.
Yeah, I guess.
Am I caught up now?
Yeah, pretty much, yes. Okay, for 12th non-favorite song or whatever you want to call it, Joe had Do You Want to Know a Secret?
Shocks everybody.
It does.
That was crazy.
I had Love Me Do.
No, I don't feel so bad then.
Okay. And now Patrick's turn.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to go with Chains.
Okay. Hi, Mike Mason. How do? Say hello to the peanut gallery out there. Yeah. The 11th most unfavorite song, I guess. Joe had Misery. I had Baby It's You.
Okay. Baby It's You.
No.
Oh, man.
It's hard
I'm gonna go Love Me Do, actually. Yeah.
Because you're doing it on the fly, so it's a little harder, right? I guess.
Yeah, because
having a list, I cross them off,
Yeah, because this does take some thought.
It does take thought.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there going like, okay, what would I put? And I'm going like, where would I put this? Do I like this one better than that one?
I think it'd be easier to go favorite to least, to go from least to your favorite. I think is a little bit tougher for me.
it's tough no matter which way. You know, it might be easier to, you know, to get 1 and 14, but then to fill in the rest.
Well, it's only easier for me because I wrote it all down and figured it out. If I was doing it on the fly, it'd probably be harder.
Well, Patrick's got tough when doing it like, okay, we want it now. Yeah. But I mean, both Joe and I had to, you know, sit there and go like, what am I going to choose? Like, sure, I already heard Joe's list, but then I got to make one of my own. And certainly we're going to disagree somewhere along the line.
Here, I need to write down what I've said so I don't lose track here.
Okay.
What was my first choice? My first choice was Anna, I think.
It might have been. I wasn't writing them down myself.
Okay. I think it was Anna.
I can't remember anything.
I think it was Anna, and then I think it was
Taste of Honey.
Yeah, Taste of Honey, and then Chains.
Okay. Okay.
And then you had one other one.
Love Me Do.
2 other ones. Love Me Do.
We should be somewhere around number 11 now, I think. Which we should be going around the circle here instead of me saying what Joe had, because he's got his list there. So we're at 11. Joe said.
Oh, that's why I said Misery.
He said Misery. And for 11, I said Baby, It's You.
Right.
Okay,
yeah, I'm going Baby, It's You too.
Aha, we have a match. Ding. Okay. All right. 10th, Joe said.
I went with Anna.
That's right. I said Boys.
We're going to match again because I'm going Boys.
Aha.
Boy, feel that in place.
But you know, like during Joe's thing, he kind of talked about Boys and why he thought it was at that spot. But then I got to thinking, you know, like every time Paul and John wrote a kind of weak song, they shoved it at Ringo. You know, like Boys or.
Well, Boys was it's a cover. The song, Shirelle's song.
Yeah, it's written by Dixon Farrell, who were the writers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe it was frickin' Martin.
I Want to Be Your Man was the.
Maybe that's the reason why that was the cover.
But whoever decided that Ringo should even sing in the first place? Like drummers don't sing.
It's pretty wild. I think all 4 of them sang. It was very unusual for the time.
Say that to Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Drummers don't sing.
Now Ringo fared better when he was doing like the country tinged songs like Act Naturally or something like that. But I don't know. I just thought Boys was. So I can't say much for I Want to Be Your Man either. So you know where that one's going to end up.
Yeah, I don't like their attitude, but all right.
Okay, we're at number 9. Joe said.
So I said, Baby, It's You.
Okay. And I said Chains. Patrick.
There's a Place.
There's a Place. Ooh.
Okay.
I thought Place.
Yeah. How you doing that?
Well, you're not participating, Jorgen, so you should just pipe down there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make a little happiness here. It's too serious.
How are things in Sweden, Jorgen?
It's snow outside, but it's some great winter days now.
Yeah. Anyway, drummers do sing sometimes, you know.
Karen Carpenter.
Don Henley, Karen Carpenter, sure, it happens. But not
what's his name from the band? Levon Helm.
There you go. See? But I mean, when you've got 3 strong singers in a band and you shove a song at the drummer, it's kind of weird.
Stop.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm a Ringo guy.
Hey, how you doing? Okay, where do we leave off here? I think we're at number 9.
I don't know. Trying to get to the end. We're at number 8, I think.
We're at 8. Okay, 8. Okay, Joe.
And that's where I put There's a Place. Fell there for me.
At 8, I put P.S. I Love You.
I'm gonna go Misery for me.
All right.
All righty.
We're kind of all over the map, sort of.
Yeah. But maybe the top 3 will be interesting. We'll see where we get.
Yeah, but
number 7, right?
Right.
I did Love Me Do. That's where it fell for me.
Yeah.
I should say the Andy White version I prefer too. Now I'm bashing Ringo.
Yeah.
I like the drumming better with Andy White on it. The more common one with the tambourine, like my Ringo. I just like that version better, more common version.
Yeah, you kind of like, well, since there's so many versions of it out there, you had to kind of pin it down which is which. Who else?
But not the Pete Best version. There is a effort by Pete Best that's on the anthology. That's awful drumming.
It's other drummers do sing, apparently. I guess that's a
Chris.
yeah. That was one of Kiss's biggest hits too. That Beth thing.
Beth.
Where do we leave off now? We're at 6, I think. We had 6.
Oh! You guys went already? Did you guys go already? Or wasn't it? Where are we at here? 6.
Yeah, I think we're at 6.
All right. So I put "Ask Me Why."
Okay. I put "Misery."
Oh man, now it's getting tough.
I didn't get the better ones.
See, in the middle of the pack, you can almost interchange them.
P.S. I Love You for me.
Okay, good enough. Good enough. So
All right.
We'll go to boys. I mean, boys. We'll go to number 5, which is
Boys.
Boys. How did I know that?
It's number 5 for me. I love the Ringo first vocal on record. It's good, I think, and also I love the bass. I put on there. I love the bass.
Well, for my 5, I had "Do You Want to Know a Secret?"
No.
Okay.
That's more normal, I guess.
Normal.
Where I put it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with "Do You Want to Know a Secret" for me too.
Yeah. But
All right, so we got 4 left.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Cringing here. Okay, 4. P.S. I Love You, which just should have been the A side to me. To Love You Do, but that's my opinion.
Okay. 4, I put "There's a Place."
Uh,
A lot of people had that a lot lower.
I'll go "There Was a Place" too.
Ooh, thank you.
All
I was
right.
gonna do "Twist and Shout," but I think I enjoyed "Twist and Shout" better.
Okay. So 3 left.
3
Number
left.
3, this is hard because all 3 of these could be number 1 for me. It's hard to figure. I put "Twist and Shout" at 3.
For me, 3, I put "Please Please Me."
I'll put "Twist and Shout" at 3.
Wow.
Okay. That leaves us with 2. And I for number 2, I put "Please Please Me" as number 2.
I would go "Please Please Me" as well.
Please Please Me songs, exactly. For number 2, I put "Twist and Shout" because it's a classic. You know, even more so than "Please Please Me," I think. And yes, it's overplayed, but there must be a reason why.
Ferris Bueller makes it fine.
Yeah, that didn't hurt either.
Yeah.
Ferris Bueller.
I'll go "Please Please Me" as my number 2.
And that leaves me with "I Saw Her Standing There," which I think is the best song on the album.
Oh yeah. When it counts in, and that's just when it counts in, you just get that rush in your head, like okay,
Yeah.
I'm into something good here.
Yeah, you know something that's going to happen.
No, that's Herman's.
Yeah, and drummers that sing like Ringo on Boys. Yeah, I guess. But you know, like Joe,
God, that was difficult. That's really not easy to do.
No, it's not.
You're talking about John having a cold during these sessions and why he may not have sounded good. But then when it comes down to "Twist and Shout," which I think was the last one done, and his voice was pretty much raw as it was without having a cold as it was. Yeah. But it turned out great.
That was a lucky break. One of those magic things.
So thank goodness for nasal congestion, I guess, right?
Sore throats anyway.
Whatever. But even, who said in some documentary, like if they were really going to do a rocking number, they always waited to the end till John's voice was raw anyhow?
Oh, I never heard that.
I think I heard that from somewhere, that they kind of postponed. We'll do this one last because John will sound like, and it'll be even better. I'm sure I heard that somewhere. So anyway, Patrick, are you ready for the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's always so overhyped and never really tends to live up to the hype. But I think there was at least an interesting storyline this year. You know, with Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, the up and rising kid, and the guy who got cast aside by his team, and basically, you know, went to a team that was not going to do anything and pretty much lifted them out of lethargy. So yeah, I think it's got some interesting storylines. I'm not a fan of as you said, the halftime show, some guy named The Weeknd. You know, it's like
Oh, we're
At least throw in somebody else, some old school, person to help you.
Yeah, old school doesn't attract the younger audience, I guess.
Yeah, but it's going to be older people watching this anyway. Like how many?
Why? Because you know what?
Which is that I think they want to change.
I see younger people at record stores and when we used to have record conventions, and they're not looking for the weekend. They're buying old school stuff. That's what they're listening to.
Well, that's rather nice.
Not all of them, but I mean a lot of them are.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to change the minds of some of these kids listening to Lil Nas. So I get the Billboard Top 100 up, and I'm just going like, who? I don't know any of these people. I don't know any of these songs. It's like,
yeah, the argument they always make is, well, my grandfather didn't know who anybody was either. But then I say, yeah, but he was missing out.
It's the same feeling I have when I go through the Swedish hit chart, and I'm, whoa, Lady Gaga, I know someone, but I don't.
But it's not often.
Well, I mean, this is really the first generation where kids and their parents can actually listen to the same music. So I mean, like with my stepson, when he came home with Guitar Hero, he was playing music that my parents hated for me to play, and I'm like loving it. I'm like going, oh wow, Black Sabbath's awesome, go, it's.
Joey either had some stomach problems or his neighbor is something.
I think the vacuum is going on again.
Oh, you hear that noise? Well, what that was?
You just get the idea. You're going like this. So you must.
That's the maintenance man of my complex here, plowing right out the window here in the parking lot. It's going to be a disaster. There's like 3 snowstorms this week here.
Let's see what's going on in the peanut gallery. Mike Mason says it's going to be a good game. Go Bucks, go! Yeah, whatever. Mark has no interest in the Super Bowl this year. Nah.
Man.
Paul Anka and Billy Joel are huge now with the youth.
Well, Billy Joel, where I am, big.
Actually, Billy Joel's never played the Super Bowl. Get him.
He never has?
No, when I went through the list before I came on here, Billy Joel was not on that list of playing the Super Bowl. So yeah, there's a good idea right there. Or Fleetwood Mac. There's another one.
How about the Struts? They're like a young band.
The who?
The Struts.
The Struts is actually a great band.
Yeah, they are a good band. How about Dirty Honey? Somebody, I don't know, anything.
Yeah. I know.
How about Greta Van Fleet?
Yeah, well, we'd have to get them together.
Yeah.
Sting did.
Sting did a thing with Bruno Mars at a tribute show for something. I can't remember what it was. He did like a reggae thing. It was really good.
Bruno Mars appeared twice. Ugh.
Bruno Mars is good. I mean, that guy can put on a show. I don't have any problem with Bruno Mars. I'd rather see Bruno Mars in The Weeknd for sure.
Well, yes, because I know more about Bruno Mars than I do The Weeknd. So yeah, I guess I would have to say yeah.
I'd rather have seen solo.
Maybe we could get the Spice Girls back together.
So if there was a Swedish Super Bowl, Jorgen, who would play at that?
I know absolutely nothing about the Swedish league of American football, so don't involve me. I am totally uninterested in the Super Bowl.
Is it even broadcast in Sweden?
No, but I think we have a league. I think there are some. It's getting grower and grow. It's a grower in Swedish sport.
Bruno Mars sounds like Sting, who sounds like Bob Marley.
No.
But here's a good idea. How about ABBA?
That's not what I was saying. But ABBA, oh, yeah.
I don't think that Super Bowl can afford ABBA to reunite.
Yeah, but we could get the ABBA puppets.
Oh yeah, that would draw audience.
That would go well. Or Paul Anka.
Paul Anka, what's he gonna do? Sing "Having My Baby"? Oh my God!
He's got a lot of other ones.
Right? Ace of Base.
Ace of Base isn't the same as they were. They had
even Ace of Base had a song I liked.
They have totally different members.
She Wants or something.
There's so many groups or whatever. Like I did think, gee, why couldn't they've gotten some Motown groups? But I guess they did do that.
Let's compare it Ace of Base to if Ringo Starr would reunite Beatles without Paul and John and
they could get Ringo Starr.
That is
a all-star band.
You get Steve Lukather, you get everybody.
Yeah, that would be all right.
I'd be down for that.
That would get more viewers than The Weeknd. Jeez,
I don't know these days.
I'm just not looking forward to this at all. So,
it's over, like everything else. Over.
TV's right there. It's off, by the way.
Isn't that's this post program a half an hour only? I mean, you can survive in half an hour. I mean,
George, Up With People appeared in about 5 of them. They're passe. Yeah. Bruno Mars is good. He's already done it twice already. Nah, let's get somebody else. Ringo Starr, boring. What?
Mark, what are you doing?
No. He can do 4.
He probably doesn't realize there's other big artists in it other than Ringo.
Yeah.
Who is in his band now? I mean, I know Steve Lukather's in there.
He's like, I'll give Ringo a jolt. Well,
Yeah,
his band is not just his band. It's
the last I heard, I think that the singer the former singer in Mr. Richard Page was in the Cars band.
Well, his current band is to say he's had the current band since at least 2012. So he hasn't changed. He used to alternate it every year. Now it's the same band for the last 9 years, 8 or 9 years.
Well,
who's in the thing? Let's see.
Oh, you're looking at the list there, Pat?
Trying to find a list. So
I think Ringo Starr is in the band.
Lukather, Colin Hay.
Yeah, I've still got
Colin Hay, yeah.
Well, halftime.
Geez, I should know this, and I don't even know. Who's the guy for the Toto? Is he?
Steve Lukather.
He's still Steve Lukather.
All right, the current members are Colin Hay, Hamish Stewart, Greg Bissonette from David Lee Roth Band, Steve Lukather, Greg Rowley from Queen, and Warren Ham. Well, Warren Ham played for. Oh, who did he play for?
And then the other guy you said was from Journey.
Yeah. See, and Santana. Yeah. Warren Ham played with Kansas. He was in the John Elefante era.
Yeah,
he played with Donna Summer.
Bad.
Yeah, Warren Ham's actually really good.
I was supposed to see them last June, and then, of course, with the COVID, it was postponed until this June. And I don't think it's going to happen this June either.
I'm lucky they played barely a mile from me. I could walk there. So that was pretty cool. Like, he came to my own hometown. Terrific. Like, there's no way I could miss that, you know. So instead of having to go to Detroit and fight the traffic and the border and all this kind of stuff, he ends up in my own little hometown, Windsor, Ontario. I said, boy, that's perfect. So got to go see, got to go do that. So off my bucket list is good. Yay. And I've got a little bit of video on my channel that, yes, I've got proof I saw him. And yeah, here comes the, what do you call them, the ushers or whatever, you know, like, put that camera down.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. But yeah, that I guess is a highlight right there. So I've seen both Paul and Ringo. So boom, done. Mark's saying something here. Don't get me wrong, Ringo's band is excellent, but they have to entertain a big crowd. You're telling me Ringo could entertain as well as Bruno Mars? Certainly. Of course he could, because he's Ringo.
I don't even know who Bruno Mars is. I've heard the name. I don't even
know. I have no experience of Bruno Mars music. I know.
Well, that's okay. You know, I mean,
in here and out here, but I think Ringo Starr is a much more.
It's a big name. Oh yeah.
With or without Beatles.
Yeah.
I'd rather see Ringo's All-Star Band than Paul up there for the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
That's right. Yeah, these days, yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe, yeah.
I mean, if we're talking about right now, not in their peak, I'm talking about right now. I mean, I think that Ringo would know when to pass off the vocals to Greg Rowley or, you know, Hay or...
How about AC/DC?
Over my dead body.
You know, Brian Johnson can't sing anymore either. I saw them on their last tour, and he's not very good.
Well, then who's that?
When has he been able to sing? It sounds like a crow with the flu.
Well, I'm not a huge fan, other than Back in Black, of post Bon Scott AC/DC myself.
Well, the new album's pretty darn decent, but who's singing on that one? If
Brian Johnson.
Yeah, well, he must be able to sing then.
Well, every AC/DC album since Back in Black has sounded pretty much the same. It's like they took a cookie cutter and just said, let's slice it up and make it sound exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's what they know what the people want. People want that kind of AC/DC, I guess.
Yeah, but after a while, people don't buy it. It's all the same. It's all the same. So you have to change a little to keep the people interested, or you lose them.
I would like to hear AC/DC do techno. That would be.
Oh, that would be, yeah. AC/DC does disco. Yeah. Okay, he's a name.
Ringo?
75. Is this talking about Ringo?
If you're talking about Ringo, he's going to be
like 80
this year.
Yeah.
And he moves better than any of us here, I dare say.
Yes. And he can dance up a storm too.
Yeah, just jumping jacks.
Yeah, exactly. He's doing his exercises on stage, and I'm going like,
it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just a stickler for accuracy. That's all. Opinion is fine.
They're saying Brian sounds pretty good on the new album, which I think he does, but I don't know about live. Well, you have to.
They have built up expectations now, because people have been telling that it was so horrible when Axl Rose did AC/DC. So now there's excellent time for Brian Johnson to come back for the crowd that actually want him back.
Well, I'm not sure how well that album sold, really.
Hey, how about the Kinks for the Super Bowl?
That would be good.
Would they have another album coming out? I hope they have a new album.
That would be perfect for to get some recognition, or
Depeche Mode for Super Bowl.
Yes. That'd be like promotion right there. Like, look, Kinks have a new album. They're there at the Super Bowl. Get everybody.
They can do Personal Jesus.
Yeah.
They're not American, so I won't.
Judas Priest does techno. It went number one. Which was that? AC/DC? Did it? I never saw any numbers on AC/DC. Now, last I heard about Paul McCartney, I don't even think he's on the list anymore. He fell right out of the top 300.
That's fine. The main thing is that he got the one. That's all that matters at this age to me.
Well, yeah, but
even if it's for a week.
He didn't stay on top of the charts because of songs or anything like that. It was just everybody buying all those different.
No, I agree that was part of it, but I like the album. If I thought it sucked, believe me, I'd be the first one to say it on my channel. But I really liked it.
But you can't get the kids to buy it. It's all the collectors. And Paul,
Dead Wax, I was thinking the same thing, actually, not to be too narcissistic.
Huh. Somebody's Dead Wax
Keep the head up more like that, see? Rather than like that.
Oh. No. It all depends on how he sits. AC/DC got the kids through the Iron Man movies. I suppose. That may be one thing, but I don't know. But even Ringo's last album didn't even crack the top 300. That's it.
Oh, stop! What is this, Ringo Bash Day with you, Doc, today? What's going on? Yeah. Ringo's Ringo. Ringo doesn't have to. How many drummers do you know? Other Phil Collins, probably, but are even half as successful, or the fourth guy from a band, whoever the last guy is, whether he's a bassist,
famous drummers,
guitarist, whoever the fourth last guy is.
Guys like Ringo Starr and Paul McCartney.
He had more hits than John Lennon.
They actually attract more people that is in the album age that they want albums, not singles.
Doing okay, Randy. I've been sitting here. I don't know how long has this stream been on. I've been sitting here for probably close to half an hour. I survived the please me frickin' please me. What do they call that?
I didn't want to do that. I went along, but I didn't.
The gauntlet of the please me list.
Yeah, but next week there's another one. We got to do with the Beatles.
On my channel. But I don't want to come and real with the Beatles guy again.
With the Beatles, though, is probably one of my least favorite Beatles albums. So.
Yeah, to me, it's the most underrated. I don't know why that is, but maybe because of the cover. There's the cover versions on it. I don't know.
I thought Beatles was the most underrated.
I love Beatles. That's one of my favorite Beatles albums. Is Beatles for Sale.
Beatles for Sale.
Oh yeah. No Reply, one of my favorite Beatles songs of all time.
Don't
I don't know why. It just always resonated with me.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. So anyway, what else is going on besides snow in New York and sun in Ontario? And I don't know where Patrick's from.
I'm from South Texas. I mean, well, I was born in South Texas. I live in California now.
Oh, so let's see. I think it's supposed to be about 18 degrees here. Although
It's sunny and I have a window wide open.
Oh my! Son, I got so much snow out there. It's not funny.
I mean, wide open window.
You're having a great time, Joe, when it's snowing now?
No, and more reasons than it's snowing Sunday. It's supposed to snow Tuesday and Thursday also.
Huh.
And I'm going to be out in it. That's that's as much as I can say. So I'm out in it.
Yeah, and people were asking me, why am I retiring now? Wait till summer when everything is open and nice. I said, well, sometimes I do have to work outside too. So like, would I rather be inside when it's crappy out? Yeah. So like, it's 18 degrees out. We did have some snow, but like
is that 18? Is that 18 degrees? As in degrees or?
That's Fahrenheit. See,
I praise you. Hail to you, Mr. Retiree.
Yeah.
I'm looking for May of 2022.
Oh, you even got it circled.
Oh, if you only know what I went through this past week, you can't imagine.
Well, I can imagine, but as I said, sometimes.
But it might also account for my thinner look too.
Like where I work, I am the first one to arrive, literally.
You don't work there anymore.
So I open the gate. If it had snowed, I'm shoveling the walk. Do I want to shovel snow at 65? Really? Yeah. Like we've had a pretty easy winter so far. Like actually the temperatures have been anywhere from 30 to 40. In that, if we did get snow, it was really like 2 inches, 3 inches, and it'd be gone the next day. So if I had to shovel, it's like an inch, foosh, 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 done. A little bit of salt, done. And then they're going like, well, why do you want to retire now? Wait till spring. And then go like, I don't want to shovel anymore. Like it's the end of January. We still got a month and a half of winter left. Who knows what we're gonna get? I don't want to be out in it. Retire now. Retire now.
Good for you.
So
I think it's great.
You can be really, really lucky because last Sunday I picked ice so my mom and dad could get into the laundry.
I haven't even done laundry yet. I usually do laundry every Friday. I guess I'm saving on that. The car hasn't moved much over the past week. See, I'm just ending my first week of retirement, right? So
you want to go back to work already?
No, I don't. No. Here, let's bring up Beetle Boy, see what he's talking about. Hey,
good day, everyone.
Hey, Mason.
What's up, Beetle Boy? Mason.
Better day than yesterday. After I calmed down from a little bit of a fiasco, but
I missed the fiasco.
Yes, there was.
Was it a public fiasco?
Yes, there was a fiasco yesterday concerning Mason.
Oh,
that's never happened.
Well, let's not talk about that today. Let's not, because I'm putting that behind me.
Okay.
There you go, Mason.
Even though I'm curious, we'll fill me in some other time.
25. Wow. What happened? Joe, you looked like 25.
Yeah, it's true. I'm thinking the same thing. Trying to be, I don't know.
Oh.
Well,
I mean, Jorgen knows what happened. He was there, right there when it happened, so he knows. But I'd rather we just keep it on the hushity hush.
If Mason doesn't want to talk about it, it would be foolish if I start to talk about it instead.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was a major news story last night, though.
Oh man, I miss everything.
It was.
Let's just say I hope that you are patched up, and we all can move on with our lives.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be tough, but I think we can do it.
I don't know. No drama. Remember, no drama. This is
right. Exactly.
Drama-free show. Whoa.
How you doing, Mike?
He knows what happened, but that's in the past, like you stated. Okay. If we're not going to talk about it, then I don't know. Is it going to be on tonight's ABC Nightly News?
Okay. Here's something to talk about.
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel. I'm delving deeper into their career. I mean, I've known stuff like Sound of Silence and Mrs. Robinson, the hits, but they really have some pretty good stuff on their albums.
Oh, I like Simon and Garfunkel, but it's mostly for me.
I had the same experience a couple of years ago. I knew there's regular songs, but now I started to discover that, hey, this is so great. I know the feeling.
A lot of their stuff is. I like it. I like how a lot of their stuff is just so psychedelic sounding. It's just great.
I don't think I've ever got psychedelic out of Simon and Garfunkel.
Yeah, Randy. For a while. Yeah, you should, Randy. By now, you should know that for a while means, for all you know, a day.
Mason's on the AGK timeline for coming back after a while. It's like forever means like a day.
I don't know. I heard that they had the FBI out searching for him. He was on the side of milk cartons.
I hear people say that all the time. It's like, I'm never coming back. I'm never coming back. Like 6 hours later, they're back. I'm like, going, okay.
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel are turning 80? Wow.
Wow, 80, huh?
I wanted to ask Joe something. Did you, I think I may have asked him this question before, but I can't remember if I have. You can correct me if I am, but did you catch the sneak peek for the Get Back movie yet?
Well, I have, yes.
You were kind of breaking up the sneak peek for the Get Back movie? What about it? Did I mention it? Did I mention it?
We had seen it.
Oh, seen? Oh, sure. Yeah.
It looks great.
It's pretty amazing, yeah.
I mean, as far as the picture looks, it looks fantastic. I realized it's pretty. Cancellation was not on, so I had to fix that.
Yeah. Well, they're going to try, the intention is to have a very up feeling to it rather than the last.
Oh, well, you got that right. You got that right, Mark.
So that's what they're going to do. And at first, a year or two ago when they were mentioning it, I'm a purist. I'm like, look, if it was the misery and horror and all this, that's what it should be. And now I'm like, but you know what? The footage doesn't lie. And if you're just going to try to paint a picture or sculpt an image and say, okay, well we're going to.
I really respect what I respect about Peter Jackson in this whole project is that he's not entirely getting rid of the original. They're still going to restore and remaster the original, make it available on.
Well, that's what they've said. That they said at a later date, but that's so far, just words right now.
But from what I saw in the sneak peek, it's nice to see a movie where the Beatles are having fun in the studio, but don't get rid of the original that came out.
I agree. That way you can have both sides of the coin,
And I'm really glad that they're doing that, giving us both sides of the story, essentially.
Yeah.
But can they do a soundtrack album to this?
No, sure.
Really?
I almost recommend they should because all the studio takes of the songs that would eventually be released on Let It Be, especially from what I saw in the original Let It Be film, those recordings need to be put out on some form of a album.
They probably take the cream of the crop, such as it is. I mean, even me as a diehard fan, I can't listen to all of that.
I remember when I saw the original. I remember when I saw the original film. I've only seen the original film once. I was able to catch it by someone who uploaded it on YouTube, and naturally it was taken down soon after. But I remember one of my favorite moments in that was when George was helping Ringo to write Octopus's Garden.
That's my favorite moment, other than the rooftop concert. I mean, that's my favorite part too. But
yeah, but that doesn't make for a good album track.
I also liked the stuff in the studio with Linda and what was her daughter's name at the time?
Heather.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of wonder, okay, what the set will be like when it does come out. So, if we get the Get Back movie, the original Let It Be movie, the original Let It Be album, and something.
Well, I mean, it's basically proven that Giles Martin has remixed the entire Let It Be album, and that's going to be coming. But in addition to that, I don't know what the 50th anniversary, because to me, Let It Be the album is incomplete without including Don't Let Me Down on the album.
Then we can put it
So
up.
I wonder if this remix they might do something special with the song sequencing and mix it up, make it unique.
I don't know. They might have the Glyn Johns arrangement, because originally "Don't Let Me Down" was figured for the album.
And what's the Glyn Johns arrangement? Is that the one that's on the Let It Be Naked?
Well, "Don't Let Me Down." That's also a different version of that.
I'm just referring to the all of the songs, because as I understand, the versions of the songs on Let It Be Naked, which does have "Don't Let Me Down" on it, by the way, I really appreciate that. They're different mixes than what's on the original Let It Be. Most of I think the Phil Spector string arrangements and everything are taken off certain tracks and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And some of the studio clatter that was on the original was edited out.
Hey, look,
I think
all I want is I don't know, some people don't care, but I just want that thing to be in theaters, the movie. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, we all do. But I'm really satisfied, because as a customer of the Disney Plus streaming service myself, I'm really satisfied that they're hinting that it will also be available to stream directly there. I'm still going to go to the theater and see it.
Hopefully afterwards.
But it's nice to know I don't have to, actually leave my house to go buy a physical copy of it to stream it through my home. Now, before you say anything about that, when it comes to music, that's not typically me. Physical media for music is great. I'm just the complete opposite with movies, though, in this day and time, at least. That being said, I do have an enormous movie DVD Blu-ray collection over there, but I stopped buying those this past year.
Ooh. Mason, how big is your television?
The one out here is I don't know if it's 55 inches or wider. I'll have to measure it, but it's so wide, in fact, that because I have one of those nostalgic 90s retro TV cabinets, black cabinet with the glass screen door, and when I moved this TV out here, it was so wide it wouldn't fit on it. So that gives you an idea of it actually is.
I don't know, like.
Sorry for stealing the show for the past 30 minutes.
Well,
okay, I'm gonna take the time to give someone else in the chat to speak.
You're breaking.
Patrick, how's your knee replacement?
It's doing well. That's why I'm up here. So
he's doing well.
I'm high as hell on opioids, but other than that, I'm okay.
Have you been on a bike ride since it?
I got my knee replaced on Thursday. No, I haven't been on a bike ride. It's going to take a while before I get to a bike ride.
And yeah, I'm sorry about all the audio glitching and stuff. I don't know what's going on with that.
What?
Have you given you any idea of length of time to feel complete, like it's as normal as it can be?
I mean, everyone recovers differently. I would say, from what I've read and what I was told, I'm already really far forward of what I should be. Like I said, I was reading where you can't go up a flight of stairs in 2 weeks. I went up a flight of stairs the next day. So,
oh, good.
And like I said, I'm a hardcore cyclist, so my legs are really strong. So right. I think that's going to help me a lot. And I'm not old. I'm not as old as most people that get one of these things. So, yeah, I'm optimistic.
Do you know Chris Dixieland Farm?
Yeah, but he I know he had knee replacement, but he's not in very good shape, or wasn't when that happened.
He'd probably be the first to admit it, I guess.
So they tell you, the stronger you are, the better your rehab's going to be. I'm just shocked that the pain level is, other than the second day when all the nerve block wore off, I haven't had any pain that was bad at all. Previously, I've had 3 months of where my knee would literally just explode, like that big, and I would be on a couch for 6 hours. I couldn't even move. So this is so much better.
Yeah. Are you taking anything for it?
Yeah, they gave me OxyContin. I'm hoping to get off of that tomorrow because I don't really think I need it. And then I have a nerve thing like Lyrica. I think it's like a Lyrica derivative, which is kind of scary because I see those Lyrica commercials on TV, and it goes, Lyrica can cause you to die, have this, that, and the other. All the side effects. I'm like going, I think I'd rather have the disease than what the side effects of this freaking thing will do.
Yeah, those commercials are too much.
Yeah.
Your left arm will fall off. You can't walk. But it'll do great for your itch.
I mean, those used to be the kinds of things you'd only see as skits on Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah.
Now you get them with dinner. With your dinner, you get these commercials, and I'm like, enough.
And there's a commercial for everything. And life is so wonderful. They're riding bikes down by the river and going on picnics and all this. Don't use blah, blah, blah if you've got blah, 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 and it can cause blah, blah, blah. Oh, well.
Oh, those kind of commercials are one of the most irritating things to me about TV, because they're interrupting your good program to tell you about prescription drugs in a 10-minute long advertisement.
Yeah. I had the TV on for a little bit this morning.
That's one of the reasons I typically these days don't even watch live TV anymore, because I can't stand the commercials.
They want to sell me bedding and the teeter and everything's for old people. I guess. So I don't know. I must be part of their advertising something, because they're pandering to me like crazy. Like, buy this, buy that, buy Depends, whatever. It's great. I can go out in public now. Oh, gosh.
Come in handy at a concert.
I suppose you don't have to get up. That'd be great. But I don't know if all these commercials, like life insurance and whatnot. It all seems that Tom Selleck one. This is not my first rodeo.
God, my eyes are like halfway shut. I'm like looking at myself like, man.
It's kind of interesting that people here, we all are getting annoyed when we see commercial on our commercial channels. We have two that's owned by the state. It's not commercial, but several that are in commercial. And then I realize that, hey, those over there in the USA, they have a whole lot more commercial than we have. We are lucky.
Oh yeah, well, there's
commercials used to be fun when I was a kid. There used to be fun commercials.
Yeah, there used to be.
Well, except for that Sun-Kissed Good Vibrations one that you've mentioned so much about.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about this last week too. Yeah.
So, Bill G, you asked about the medication, about Beatles talk. I love the Beatles. So people get confused that say I love the Beatles. I'm not a huge fan of the solo Beatles output after the Beatles. I mean, I pick and choose, but I love the Beatles as a band. I love the Beatles.
Your terabyte devices prove that statement to be true, because he included like at least everything from their regular discography.
Probably multiple different versions of it, different copies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love the Beatles.
There's like 3 versions, for example, of Sgt. Pepper Mono on there. 3 different mono pressings.
There's really 3 that you should probably target, I would say. Yes.
Well, I suppose you'd have to have all 3, though.
Well, I mean, a lot of people like the Red Wax monos, the 1982s. Of course, the original UK, and actually, those are really the only 2 monos I would think that. Well, and then the Beatles box set in mono. So those 3 would be the 3.
Yeah, that's coincidentally, Patrick. That's the only one that wasn't included was the Beatles and mono version.
Really?
Yeah,
that was a really well done box set. It's probably one of the best, probably the best box set ever done.
Yeah, I didn't get a Beatles and mono for Sgt. Pepper, and I didn't get one for the White Album. Those are the only 2. I got Beatles and mono for everything else.
Nobody likes stereo.
Well, so according to Beatle Brad, they did actually mix an authentic mono.
Well, I mean, if you want stereo,
mix of Yellow Submarine, and Beatle Brad has said that he's contacted. Who is it, Abbey Road or something like that, and asked them about it, and they get no comment back.
Well, hold on, there is one more Sgt. Pepper. If I can find it. The 1982 UK mono version, which is this one.
I still prefer Pepper in stereo. I don't care
because well,
the 2009 stereo is horrible, especially on
the Beatles. Could say whatever they want, about that. Oh, you haven't heard Pepper unless you heard it in mono.
But there's a lot more versions of Pepper in stereo versus Pepper in mono. I mean, that are considered really good. Like, you've got the UHQR, you've got the original UK, the tube cut, then you've got the solid state cut, then you've got the Australian that was cut by Audio 5. There was like 900 copies. I've actually had a copy. So those are off the top of my head. And then, yeah, that's about it.
And
maybe the Blue Box
remix.
The remix, if you're into that stuff, for sure.
Which probably was the best remix of all.
Well, I've been up and down about that remix because that's one of those things. Sometimes when I play that remix, I really get into it and I think, "Oh, this sounds amazing," and other times, I think this sounds awful. But so I'm up and down with the Giles Martin remix of Pepper. But I do think of the three that we've gotten so far, I think that one is the best and well done.
Mm-hmm.
Because I every time I put the White Album remix on, it just sounds awful, and Abbey Road just sounds okay at best.
Yeah, but it was all downhill from there. So if there is a Giles Martin Let It Be, will we be excited?
Yeah.
We've already.
I'm not a big Giles Martin guy myself.
Yeah. So after,
I definitely think that George Martin was did a much better job with the Beatles than Giles Martin is doing. Because without George Martin, the Beatles would not have sounded quite like they ended up sounding. I believe.
Yeah, but after 3 records by Giles,
because there's a reason that people often cite George Martin as the 5th Beatle. There's a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he is in my book.
Yeah, well,
he also played keyboards and stuff like that.
Introduced them to different instruments.
Yeah.
He was seen in the music video for Paul McCartney's "Take It Away" in 1982.
Correct.
That's how important he was.
Next.
He was even in the Give My Regards to Broad Street movie.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. That piece of garbage?
He's in there.
Hey, how about those squirrel nut zippers? I don't even know anything. I'm just thinking. I was thinking of like a name to use.
Suit Riot, is that their song? I can't remember that. I don't even know a song they do. Isn't that whole retro?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh gosh, where are you?
So anyway,
I always talk about Mason's drama. So.
Oh, the curiosity's killing me, but I'm not going to.
I'd rather not because I want to keep this. I do want to keep this a drama-free chat. I really do. Because there's no reason that we should have to bring drama from another stream into Doc's show. That's not fair to him.
Well, at the moment, Doc's not even here.
You've got 2 seconds on you.
Stay away.
So what Doc don't know won't hurt him.
I went to find my Squirrel Nut Zippers record.
You really have one?
I'm sure I do.
I thought it was a funny name, but then again.
No. I said, I'll shoot you up on this one. And I went to grab it. I'm sitting there like, where is it? I'm in the S's.
Aren't they kind of like the Stray Cats? Aren't they in that kind of vein?
They're more of a jazzy type thing.
Like with the big suits that have like the long.
I'm thinking, swing music, I guess.
Yeah, there you go. That's
swing music. I like some swing music.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I like my fair share of swing music myself. That's probably the oldest music
Mason,
genre I listen to.
Can you connect swing music to the Beach Boys? I want to see you do it. Come on.
I love swing music.
I know.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I can. In 1977, Brian Wilson had planned on making an album with composer Dick Reynolds, who was very swing and jazz orientated. That album never came out, but it has been bootlegged several times, and it's a really good. It's a really good, nostalgic jazz swing music sounding thing.
Did you have like a direct, device on your head that just fed you Beach Boys information every day when you were a kid? Is that what happened? So
no,
how would you know that?
I read blogs, and then I go to Wikipedia and do some research, and then I go to Discogs and do a little more research. And I've seen just about every documentary film that they've done on that group.
I can't find it. You know, like I redone my
Your
thing
CDs?
here recently, and I think it must have got filed wrong.
Have you done a recent video on the success of that or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hunt for it. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Where the are you? Jeez. So yes, I'm sure I have it. Squirrel nut zippers. Yeah. Oh well, take my word for it.
It's okay. I will. I believe you.
Okay, thank you. I just can't find it.
I don't think we're going to be losing sleep over it, so you're okay.
I am losing sleep over it.
That's not good.
No, that's like, you know, when you know you've got something and you can't find it, it's like, well, where the heck is it?
But now you got nothing but time to look for it.
You know,
Patrick,
this is true.
I forgot to tell you. Okay, I got to tell you, man. Fly By Night, in my opinion, as of right now, is my favorite Rush album that I have heard.
Well, me and Mark Kopernicki agree with you. So
because I've heard all of the archive ones. Up
well,
to
those
this point.
three for sure. Fly By Night's better.
Yeah. And I just was saying, hi Lisa, how are you?
How's the Super Bowl on? Doesn't start for another hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
but
already
I
on.
decide when I'm going to take the snow off my car.
I didn't think the Super Bowl was going to start until like 5:30 ish. Weird.
That's 5:30 your time. That's 3:30 my time. And
Gee, what time?
But you see, I like what Phil Spector did to the Long and Winding Road.
If you want to hear
I do. That version of the Long and Winding Road that's on the original Let It Be album from 1970 with the string section. Best version. Like I hated what they did with the Let It Be Naked version.
It was
I
a number
absolutely
one single with the strings on it.
Yeah,
I can't
exactly.
imagine that song without the strings on it.
Bill's got the zippers.
I mean, taking the string section off on the version on Let It Be Naked, when you listen to it, it's just like it's not the same. This is not the Long and Winding Road.
Yeah,
it's not the
want
way
pizza.
you want to hear
Robert P wants pizza, and so do I. But
That's when you should have brought a frozen one. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm having for supper tonight. Probably something like SpaghettiOs or something. I have no idea.
Here's another example of
But I
one
can.
commercials back in the day.
Yeah.
SpaghettiOs.
Haven't you had supper yet?
I even remember those from when I was growing up, like as a youngster.
You can eat round spaghetti. You can eat with the spoon. That's it.
That's right.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
Then you have the stuff with the hot dogs in it. Then they started to get a little out of control. They started alphabet SpaghettiOs. They took a good thing and just screwed it up.
Well, I never liked SpaghettiOs to begin with myself, but
you're not that good.
No, but when you're 9 years old and you don't want to eat other stuff your parents were making, SpaghettiOs are a pretty good option. It's kind of like Pop-Tarts.
I've always loved Pop-Tarts. Even going back to when I was like 3 to 5 years old, I Pop-Tarts are like my favorite breakfast item, and sometimes I even eat them at random times of the day.
Do you eat them untoasted?
Yes, I do eat them untoasted. I don't like them toasted.
Yeah, exactly. Throwing out zippers were like big band swing, that sort of thing.
I actually heard of that band. That's actually a pretty good band.
Yeah, I had the Zoot Suit Riot album.
I knew they had a song called Zoot Suit Riot.
That's the one I had, Zoot Suit Riot.
Zoot Suit.
Hey, Joe.
What?
So do you remember? You probably don't remember this. This was a long time ago, but you were having a chat one time, and I came in there talking about songs by the '60s group The Rascals, and I had mentioned "A Beautiful Morning," and you had gave the story about the first time that you heard that song.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I just remember not necessarily the first time, but I was probably like 6 years old when that was out, and I remember I had an uncle that he used to work in a record department of a store or something, and he came over and he had the sheet with all the singles. He used to go in and he had a glass case and they'd unlock it and open it, and they were all numbered.
Wow.
So he had,
really?
he had a sheet, and he said, I'm going to pick you up a record. Which one do you want? And I guess I had heard the song. So I looked at the list and I found it. I said, I pointed to it. He looks and goes, Beautiful Morning. He says, okay, that's all I remember about that. But I can't help thinking, like, what's it going to be today in this scenario? Make that into 2021's times if there were records and new records. What would a song be?
I just remember you mentioning back then that you had a special connection with that song growing up.
That's my memory of that song. But I mean,
it's a great song.
Anytime I hear it.
Any song that I've heard from the Rascals, I think is great. Groovin', Good Lovin'.
But like so many bands for me, not all, but on other artists. I mean, I have a handful that I love, and then to me, a lot of filler. That's just how I feel about it. But not every band. But.
Oh, I assure you, early Beach Boys has a lot of filler on their albums. A lot. It's not until after Pet Sounds that they started getting less filler on their albums and trying to go the Beatles route of making something, making every song just as important as the hits.
The songs were important because they were good songwriters.
But like those first few Beach Boys albums, Surf and Safari, all the way through like Little Deuce Coupe Shut Down Volume 2, they had their moments on them. They had really good songs on them, but then they just had a bunch of filler mixed in. At least that's what I think. And it's weird. Isn't it strange hearing that kind of opinion from the vinyl community's biggest Beach Boys fan?
Well, just being honest. How you feel?
Hey, I'm gonna be the first to say, I don't think Pet Sounds is the best thing they put out. It's a high up there, but there's a couple albums I like better.
Really now, really. We should write this down for posterity.
But on the other hand, am I like Joe, and do I think it's the most underrated album ever made? Surely not. I just don't think it deserves all the praise that it gets.
True. Although these days it's not getting much.
It is still a great album, no doubt about that. But we're gonna end up there.
Well, if you like headaches.
Now let's talk about Led Zeppelin, because it's a toss up for me between Led Zeppelin 4 at the moment and Houses of the Holy. I can't decide which one I like better.
I like 4.
I'll take Holy.
Or Led Zeppelin 4?
Or House of the Holy.
Led Zeppelin 4 just because it was more what I grew up on.
Actually, we're going to say just because it's got Stairway to Heaven on it.
But it does have songs in there that you're played to death, like Rock and Roll and Black Dog and stuff like that.
Played to death, yes.
But I have played Houses of the Holy to death too, so.
But I like it. I mean,
Jack underneath.
Hey, it's Jack Tracks.
Hello, Jack.
Hi.
Hi. You ready for the
How are you?
Bowl? Good.
I am. We got dinner. It's in the oven, so we are very ready.
Oh.
Well, there's one. Oh, what happened to Joe?
Went Maca on us.
I heard Mac got his camera fixed finally.
Well, we'll see how long that lasts.
Looks like Joe has froze up.
He fell on some
sideways and froze. Ooh, that's bad.
The moment young Jack Trax enters this room is when Joe decides to glitch out.
Oh,
so sad.
Oh, wow.
I think he decided to come in because he heard we were talking about Zeppelin.
And
he has a dead phone battery, so.
So the question was Zeppelin 4 or House of the Holy?
4 for sure.
Boy, I am outvoted here.
Big time.
Very big time, yes.
Yeah,
definitely. Led Zeppelin 3 is good too. I like Led Zeppelin 3 for stuff like Immigrant Song, that.
Yeah, I mean...
Well, Led Zeppelin 3, if you don't bring up Since I've Been Loving You, then you're really not talking about Led Zeppelin anymore.
Led Zeppelin 2 has always been my favorite. I mean, 4 for me is the most important, historically, I guess. But Led Zeppelin 2 will probably always be
Jack,
my favorite.
as the biggest Rush fan that I know of in the vinyl community at this point, do you agree? Fly By Night, out of the Rush archive, set is the best of the 3.
Well, what did you just say? That Jack is the biggest Rush fan in the vinyl community? Is that what you just said?
That I know of, at least.
Really? You know, Mark Kopernicki. Mark Kopernicki is probably the biggest Rush fan that I know.
Well,
I guess me and Mark will have to go for a battle, I guess. Maybe a Rush battle.
I kind of forgot about Mark there.
Ooh, that sounds like a challenge to Mark. I will have to let him know.
Yeah, he would crush me.
But still,
I'm a fan, but I don't know. Like,
would you say that they're your favorite band is all I know?
Yeah. Yeah, Fly By Night's the best out of the Archive series by far for me.
I mean, all three in the Archive series are good albums, but if I had to do a toss-up of which was the best of the three, Fly By Night, hell, just the song Fly By Night being on that record makes it.
I don't know about Anthem. Anthem is what makes Fly By Night for me, if we're talking favorite tracks on it.
By Tour and the Snow Dog.
I have different opinion, but I like the whole album. I mean, the whole album.
Yeah, same. If we're talking favorite tracks, though, I would.
I mean, I mean, oh well, no, I don't like the whole. What am I talking? Like, I hate freaking Rivendell. So wait, I mean, I don't even play Rivendell. I blocked Rivendell from my memory. So
that's always a good thing. Yeah, I mean,
like when I take that album, like when I put it on my
audio
player when I go on bike rides, I will remove Rivendell.
Well, on every album, there's something to remove, though. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
What about
for me?
I do that.
I mean, I like Beneath, Between, Behind, and in the End are probably two of my favorite songs on that album.
Making Memories. What was that about?
Sweet Memories. Yep.
Oh, it sounds like something to put you to sleep. Yeah.
Aragorn, son of Arathorn. There you go. Bringing up
Rivendell. Generally, where do you guys stand with Emerson, Lake and Palmer? I mean, at this moment, I'd say that I'm really liking the first album.
Well, one song. That's it. Carnival number 9. That's all you need to know.
Well,
one
Trilogy.
Song, for the Common Man.
Have you listened to Trilogy? Trilogy or Brain Salad Surgery is your introduction to Emerson, Lake and Palmer for me. I think those are the best two albums.
Okay, well,
actually, Love Beach.
The first album. You're leaving out the first album.
I would say Brain Salad Surgery and Trilogy are.
I've listened to the first album in its entirety, and I really like that one.
Yeah, it's a great record. I'm just saying.
Because when I decided that I was going to start checking out Emerson, Lake and Palmer's discography, I decided, well, since no one has recommended where to start off, I'll just work my way through start to finish.
Yeah, if you skip Love Beach, you should be in good shape.
That's their newest one, right?
No,
that's the one.
It's the one where they have their shirts open and they decided to wax for the occasion. So yeah,
I gotta look up this album cover.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's when Emerson, Lake and Palmer turned into the Bee Gees. Is my explanation of it.
Which Bee Gees? The good Bee Gees or the disco?
The disco.
You know what, Disco Bee Gees? That's a little too harsh. I like 3 songs by the Disco Bee Gees.
Doc, you appear to be having some spam people in your chat. Just FYI.
If I was George Lucas, I wouldn't be here.
You would be in space.
What? I don't think so.
Oh my gosh, Doc! My suggestion: get rid of all these trolls because I'm reading some of the stuff that they're typing.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Let me see.
Mac had bad luck with the trolls a couple nights ago, actually.
Really? What was his problem?
Let's see. He had a guy come in there pretending to be the leader of the KKK. He had a guy in there pretending to be someone that's supposed to be in prison. He had Joe frickin' Biden in there.
Joe Biden?
How do you know that was a fake?
Yeah, Joe's got time to hang out the streams.
Wow. Well, hey, if we really want to have some fun, we can always put on Van on Wheels.
Hello, how come you guys didn't put me on here earlier? Come on.
That's not the way. That's not the way to enter a stream, Van. You be quiet. We're talking to you. That's not the way to enter a stream, Van.
Yep. Well, that worked well.
We have lots of trolls today. That's
Oh
exciting.
yeah, Gene Hackman's here.
Look, there's Gene Hackman. He's gone.
Loved you as Lex Luthor. Too bad you're gone.
Yeah.
Isn't he dead?
Bottom middle now. Is that signaling Beetle Boy or is that me? I don't know.
Oh, we blocked Aragorn, son of Arathorn. Who's going to save the Middle Earth?
Oh no. Well, we're gonna have to get some hobbits on that right away.
I know a hobbit.
You're no hobbit. I know hobbit.
No, I know a hobbit.
Oh, you know a hobbit? Really?
Yes.
Oh, that would be Richard Dome.
No, it's definitely not Richard Dole.
Supposedly he went to the bar last night and took his COVID with him. So that's not a good idea, I think.
He said he was going to be at the bar again today.
Up
Ray's here.
That boy, he's gonna take people down with him.
He's here and talking about an orgy.
Yeah. Oh, orgy at Caligula's tonight. Yes. Terrific. Yeah, try these people. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be one of those days, I guess. Ugh, whatever.
Our friend Ray is here.
Yeah, but he seems to know this guy, so they must be in cahoots.
No, I think he's just making fun of him.
Oh. Well, one of the best Zepp albums is called Truth by Jeff Beck.
Is this Mason's gang that's coming in here?
Oh, I don't even know these people.
Could
I've
be.
people before my life.
Whoa, I don't know. Sometimes.
Wow, there's like thousands of them coming in. Wow, this is like
thousands.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
this is intense trolling I'm seeing.
The entire troll garden is here.
Wow. Help. Jeez.
Too bad they're not very good at it. I can appreciate a good troll.
I can appreciate a good troll. This is just bad trolling.
Below. Yeah, horrible trolling.
Wow. And what was this?
She's okay.
I'm only here for Mason.
Well, thanks for being here, Mayhem. I appreciate that.
Are you and Mayhem a item?
No, we're good friends.
Oh, well, that's
good. What they always say.
just like you and Danielle.
Yeah, it's just
the same thing. Pretty much the same relationship that I have with Danielle.
Oh, okay.
He's offended them both equally.
Well, anyway, I was reaching over here.
Oh, look, Ray's here for me. Thank you, Ray. I really appreciate that.
And I say this is the best Rush album.
This is entertaining. Wow.
Jack, do not read the comments. Do not read the comments.
These are very entertaining. Keep them coming.
It's interesting when a troll actually.
I mean, they're funny. At least they're funny.
These are all different ones.
They're stepping their game up at least.
Get these trolls out.
Okay. All right. Well, I may come back later if the trolls are out, but I just wanted to say hi. Hope you're. You might want to
clear out Duke Nukem 3D as well. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Did.
I hope you're doing well, Patrick, with the knee surgery. I know.
Yeah, things are going well. I've been up here for what now? Almost an hour and a half sitting in the chair, so I'm good.
Wow.
Great. Okay. Thanks, everyone.
But you have to climb stairs to get there, right?
Yeah.
Like one step at a time.
It's actually not bad at all. So.
Bye.
I'm surprised. Bye, Jack.
Bye.
See, the trolls ran Jack off. Well, that didn't come out right, but that's okay.
Well, put Van on Wheels back on.
How come you guys didn't let me back on?
Wait, am I supposed to stay in here? What?
Is it because Jack
So
tracks
it's like Groundhog Day. We just ran through this a minute ago.
Wait, is it because Jack tracks records, or is that why you didn't let me on, or is it because I don't know.
Because we have a whole lot of shows on here, and you shouldn't be subjected to them.
Yeah, last time when I was showing my dog in the basket, I was gonna show my vinyl after that, and then I went back and you wouldn't let me in. I was gonna play an album, and then I finished it that day, and now I don't have any ideas. So I guess I have an idea right now, and that's the show Sgt. Pepper's.
We just need to kill them.
That's all it was. But yeah, there's more ideas out here.
Yes, I got a bow. I might be able to get the console.
I got more CDs too.
I might be able to. I got a bow too.
Are you having a party or something?
I don't know. I think the Super Bowl party.
I still just have the.
No, we're not having a super party at all. Earlier when I was saying be quiet, I was telling my nephews to be quiet because they're being loud because they're playing a game and I'm trying to talk. But I gotta ask you guys something about something. How come? How come?
Come on, come in.
Hey guys.
Oh, that's great, Mike. Yeah, B&L. I love B&L. They're great.
Guys, how come Patrick hasn't been letting me on his streams lately?
They've been more adult-oriented, Van, and so it's just one of those things. Not personal.
Hey, you did say
I did send you a Christmas
you did
present.
say the S word on one of his streams.
I'm funny.
I thought it wasn't adults. I'm sorry. I didn't. But the last one but when you put 18 and older before that, the second stream didn't say 18 and older, so I didn't really know.
That's not personal. I did send you a Christmas present, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to a lot of it. It's beautiful.
You didn't get the drop that you posted. I got the.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that bad word. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I got a golden chest plate.
Dark, my man, you are getting invaded with trolls today.
It sounds like there's about 30 people down there.
I'm sorry for you guys to hear bad words and stuff, but it's just over and done. But I just. Wait, Patrick, I need.
Quiet.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's too noisy for my taste. It's bad enough.
Way to go, Doc. That's how you get people online.
It's bad enough when you have like 4 or 5 or 6 people here and they're all talking at once. And then when you get one square that's got like 5 people talking at once.
It sounded like a kindergarten.
Yeah, exactly. Kindergarten. I'm like, no. And I've seen some people with headphones.
Kind of like Vam is having a little
party,
kindergarten Super Bowl party.
I've seen some people with headphones on, and once that starts, they just go, forget it.
Call me a little bit late, but I actually never realized until now that Van actually is a female. I thought it was a boy.
It is a boy. It is a boy.
He had a ponytail, looked like a girl.
Look at this McDonald's official.
Now I got to get busy again. Jeez. Oh boy.
When did your ball start to drag on the floor?
So how did these people find your stream? That's an interesting thing.
I don't know where they're coming from, and it must be all the same guy just redoing or something. I don't know.
Bring back the Hamburglar McDonald's official. Bring him back.
I don't know how to unblock. And besides, he'll probably be back under a different name, right? Within.
I'd love to see your lengthy list in YouTube Studio of every user you've blocked on YouTube. I bet it's about 15,000 people, considering all the trolls that have been on your stream since you've started with StreamYard parties.
Van says it's not loud anymore.
Well, I don't know. Oh, the trolls are coming from Squirrel Nut Zippers because I couldn't find their record.
There are many members in that band, but not that many.
I couldn't find the darn thing. So, like about a week ago, I found I think it was a Foreigner record put under the R's.
Why would you
Like,
put
this isn't
Foreigner
supposed
under
to be
R?
here. Yeah, well, being that I redone my CD shelf a month or so ago, and putting everything back in, some must have got filed or something. So all of a sudden, what's Foreigner in the R's for? Oh,
That's a pretty misfile there, F to R. That's
yeah, I know. So I don't know where they ended up.
Hey, Doc, do you always sort your records after the third letter in the artist name?
No, I don't. No, I don't. That's what's like. I go over there and go like squirrel nut zippers. And I'm in the S's and I can't find it. I'm going like, it's. I'm going to be having a hunt after this is over. So
which Foreigner?
Yeah, it's with the Foreigner.
Which one? Which Foreigner did you find in the R's?
Which album?
Where is it? Oh, there we go. How am I finding retirement so far? Lovely, just lovely. I know it's only been a week, and I haven't been like, oh, gee, I wish I were back at work. Ooh. I like getting up at 10 a.m. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So
I like getting up at noon.
Yeah, well, 10's not bad. You know?
Actually, you're a little odd over there because the people who are retired here, they get the older they get, the earlier they get up.
Well, that hasn't happened with me yet. You know, so it's only been a week. I know things may change, but heck, I'm still going to bed somewhat early, like 11. You know, so I'm not any night owl.
Lately now, I've been going to bed as early as 8:00 p.m.
Oh God, dude.
Yeah, but that's when I had to get up at 5:30. I don't do that anymore.
Well, see, I only did that because one night when I had to be at work at 7 in the morning, I made the mistake of staying up to the wee hours of the early morning, and I performed a very shitty job that day. So I decided enough's enough. I need to go to bed as early as I can.
Dude, you're 20. You should be going to bed at like 2 in the morning and getting up at 7.
Not Mason. No.
Patrick, you're forgetting that my job is all about customer service.
Well, as long as you're not like having to lift stuff, then I mean, I'm usually pretty much better when I'm kind of loopy. So.
I am a bagger. I'm always having to lift shit.
Oh, grocery bags aren't that heavy.
Yeah. Careful.
Yeah,
with
but sometimes I have to lift. Sometimes I have to lift heavier stuff, like packages of bottled water. I know that's not very heavy, but the list goes on. I have to lift heavy bags of dog food.
Yeah, you don't look like you're cut though, so.
Yeah.
I remember when I worked at the thrift store, I was lifting book boxes with books all the time, and after a while, when I've done that, the people start to look at me. Whoa, you are becoming thinner. You lost weight.
Let's get high before you go to work, Mason. It helps.
Yeah, it would help.
Perfect way to get fired.
And besides, we always got the tall person when I worked in a supermarket to stock the top shelf. The rest of us were short. So like, hey, get this little guy over here. Do this top shelf here. Put all the stuff on the top shelf. That's probably what they do with you too, right? Mason?
Yes.
Are you the top shelf filler at your store?
Yeah, I pretty much am actually, because they always call on me for favors because I'm pretty much the tallest employee there. They always call on me for favors, like if a guest can't reach something on the top shelf, I've got to get it for them.
Of course. See, that's
they always call on me to like stock the top shelf, even though my position is not stalker.
Yeah, but it will be.
Does stalker pay more than bagger?
About the same, actually.
Which would you prefer?
I worked everything from stalker to cashier to buggy chaser to
buggy chaser. What the hell's that?
Chaser. Yes, I was a buggy chaser.
I'd have to say that I prefer bagging myself because when you're a stalker, there's not that much of a customer interaction as there is as being a bagger, and you don't get to actually go outside very often.
So let's different. So you're talking about a stalker as opposed to a stalker, right? So.
There is a difference.
Yes, stalker. Stalk the items
Okay.
on the shelves, not someone who looked in someone's room at night. No.
Yeah.
You can work as that.
What does that pay?
Most of the magazines.
Let's see. That would probably pay my freedom because I'd probably be in jail if I
Pay your
was that.
freedom? What are you, an indentured servant?
And what's worse is when they ask you for something and you tell them where it is and they can't find it. It's right in front of you, right there, right there. I can't see it. Can you show me where? Yeah, whatever.
No. Oh, let me rephrase that. It would cost my freedom. Yeah, no, that would probably pay me a one-way ticket to prison.
So are you looking to become a checker, or?
I'm looking to kind of just stay where I'm at for right now because I'm liking where I'm at. Because I've tried a few other things since I started. I tried working in the food deli. I didn't really care for that. And I expressed thoughts about becoming a checker, but then when I realized certain aspects of it, I decided, it's not really for me.
Oh, when you say checker is the same as cashier?
Yes.
Okay, I loved cashiering myself.
Yeah, but I'm not good with money, so.
Oh,
there you go.
Everybody pays.
This is how you prepare for a shower, right there. Bubble
There
wrap.
Hey. Why do you keep a roll of bubble wrap there?
Shipping.
Ooh. He's a shipper.
Ship a lot of records.
Yeah. So you can be a shipper, you can be a cashier or a stalker.
Or a stalker. So.
Yeah. Because I don't know if it pays well or not, but
Well, you basically pay yourself a one-way ticket to prison, like I said.
Ooh. God.
If you're real lucky, you can pay yourself a bail.
Ooh. Ms. Mayhem likes your thighs, Patrick.
Yes, they're not bad, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how I don't look at other people's thighs to compare them, but I imagine that they're fairly strong, if anything.
The clock is getting midnight here, so I'm going to check out now and go to bed.
You need to have an extra exit routine there, Jorgen, like some kind of wrestling routine. Like that's the bottom line because Jorgen said so. I don't know, something. We need something.
Bottom line, because Jorgen has said so.
There you go. You got it. That's perfect, Jorgen. That is awesome.
360 said, I just whipped your ass.
Perfect. We'll be looking forward to hearing that on your next video. All right.
Then I will get a copyright strike from the WWE, so won't push that. Take care.
Coming,
Bye,
Jorgen. Good night. And then there were tree. You fix this.
Now we need to social distance. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have my hands on the moose, so I had to reach over.
Hands on the moose.
Reminds me, I need a haircut bad. Ooh. But if you smell what Jorgen is cooking.
Jorgen knows more about wrestling for somebody in Sweden than anybody I've ever known. I mean,
wrestling is big in Sweden.
He's like a wrestling savant.
Oh, here we go. Van's wanting back in.
I know.
There we go.
I know. He's too noisy.
Okay. Look, if you go to the private chat and click on it, it's literally like a line long of Van just continuously saying, "Let me in."
How you can read a private chat is
because since I'm a part of the StreamYard at the moment, I have the ability to, because on my screen there's an option for private chat and comment, which the comment section is for the peanut gallery, and then I can also click on the private chat and see private messages. Patrick can do it too.
Yeah, I can see them.
Yeah, I see there's like 10 there. The number 10. So, I guess, whatever. James,
That means you haven't checked in a while. As soon as you check it, it'll show you how many you haven't seen. And so, like now, since I've gone in there, now it says 0. It doesn't say anything. But you haven't checked since 2/29, and he's dumped in 10 messages since then.
But there's so much noise down in the Van household, and we don't really need to see dogs and stuff, when we're talking.
Well, his dog is kind of cute, but
Well, this is true, but when we're talking music and stuff and that sort of thing, we don't need subscribe to my channel. So
subscribe to my channel. Yes,
it's frustrating. I'm sorry.
He is a nice kid, though. He is a really nice kid.
Yes, but
he knows a lot about music.
Yeah.
You're
damn right he does.
Oh, what happened here? Proghat, I thought he left an hour ago.
Yep, he came back, I guess.
Did? I must have missed him coming back.
All right, see you, Edward. Enjoy the Super Bowl. At least someone can. Because I'm an advocate that doesn't enjoy any sort of sporting events on TV, especially not football. So I can't even tell you who's playing in the freaking Super Bowl.
Ooh.
That's how much I just don't care.
2 football teams. Who could they be? Could it be Kansas City Chiefs? Yep. And could it be Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Yep. But the big question we had earlier was about the halftime show. So
The Weeknd.
Mason, so Mason, are you ready to watch The Weeknd? Or couldn't?
Oh, are we talking about The Weeknd as in the artist The Weeknd? Oh yeah, I can't stand him.
Oh yeah,
I will say that I like 2 songs by him, but that's about it.
Wow.
I like what he did for the Black Panther movie. I do like that, but that's about it. See, there's proof that I'm not just a Beatles or Beach Boys guy. I actually do listen to a little bit of everything, even stuff that's coming out last year and this year. But I will still argue till the cows come home that most of it is not very good.
Yeah, Robert, I did get the Bass on Top Tone Poet. I think I recorded it already. I'd have to look. I'm kind of scatterbrained at the moment.
Ooh. What's making you scatterbrained? The
opioids.
Oh, don't get on those. No, get off of those as soon as you can.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get off of them. Well, it's only been 3 days, so.
Oh, the Beach Boys are performing at halftime. Not.
Yeah, Randy, you're bullshitting me.
And Robert,
no, I keep those. Some albums I do sell after recording them if I don't want to physically own them. But the Tone Poets I keep.
Even if they were performing at halftime, I wouldn't give 2 shits because we know it's just going to be the Mike Love and Bruce Johnston show, which is kind of stupid because it's just 2 original boys and a bunch of random guys.
I think everyone should
Brian Wilson
Randy,
and Al Jardine.
Thank Randy for bringing that up. So thanks a lot, Randy. Good job.
Yeah,
I know what you're doing there, Randy. You did that on purpose, bastard.
But I've never heard of The Weeknd until I looked up who was performing, and I just went, I don't know what that is.
Well, he can at least he actually sings. He's not like one of those people that goes in the studio and has auto tune all over the place.
Oh yeah, you can say that about him, and he does have a pretty good voice, actually.
I'd rather at least the guy can sing.
Well, I'll have it on, but only because it's water cooler talk, right? So everybody.
But you don't have a water cooler to go to, except for YouTube now.
I know, but
this is your water cooler now, Doc.
This is the water cooler. Yes, exactly. So I don't want to be left out. So okay, I'll have it on, and so if you say, hey, did you see the Coca-Cola commercial?
I'm not even going to watch it. I'm going to look for anyone who's going to be live during that and just doing a hangout party and stuff like that because I don't care about the Super Bowl. I honestly
How is
don't.
that any different than every other day when you go look for anybody who's live?
Ooh.
It really isn't. I'm just saying. I'd rather be on here hanging out with you guys than watching some crappy football game.
Well, supposedly the crappy football game has already started.
No, it starts in about half an hour, 35 minutes or
Well,
so.
then everybody must have fled for the pregame show or something. I don't know. Everybody was like, "Oh, we gotta go. Super Bowl's on."
Well, they might have to start cooking dinner, getting booze. I don't know. You know.
Well, me too. It's 5 minutes to 6, so I'm gonna wrap this up in 5 minutes, so I can get ready to check some of this out too. So.
Wow, I made it all the way through this. I'm pretty happy with myself.
Yeah, and warm up some SpaghettiOs and settle down and get set for this great entertainment thing that it is. So
the spectacle that is the Super
the
Bowl.
spectacle that it is, exactly, because that's.
Where do the Lions play now? Which one of the stadiums did they tear down? Pontiac, is that the one they tore down, or the Silverdome?
Yeah. No, it's gone. It's gone.
So is the Silverdome the big one now?
Yeah. Oh no, the Silverdome's the one they blew up.
Okay, and Pontiac is the one that's current.
Well, the Silverdome.
Pontiac was the Silverdome. It was Pontiac Silverdome. So where do the Lions play now?
Ford Field.
Okay.
Which the Super Bowl was held there.
Yeah.
Back in. I left the tab still up. Super Bowl in 2001 was in February 5th, 2006, Ford Field in Detroit. Our halftime show was the Rolling Stones.
At least you had a real show.
The Stones performed 2006 Super Bowl.
Yes, the Stones were here in Detroit playing, and cool. They even have the set list. They started out with "Start Me Up," followed that with "Rough Justice," and then did "Satisfaction."
And this was at the 06 Super Bowl.
Yes.
06 Super Bowl.
Yes.
Feeling good, Robert P.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, again, at least you got a good band to perform.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dare I even say a great band?
Himself. Wow, it must be contagious. Ew.
What Super Bowl was it when they got freaking Lady Gaga to perform?
Okay, hang on. I'll go back to my.
That was a great entrance, but Lady Gaga did great.
What was the one with the big lion? Let's see. Oh, the Who played in 2010.
Really?
Yeah.
Why don't they get bands like those to play anymore?
I don't know.
Prince has done it.
Well, Prince
was great.
He has an excuse. He's dead.
He was great.
Lady Gaga was in 2017. But I mean, they always get these great, huge names, and then like I hadn't heard anything about this year. And I'm going like, well, who are they getting? Who are they getting? And I finally had to Google it to find out The Weeknd. I'm going like.
In fairness, though, like Patrick said, he can sing, and some of his music is actually pretty good. But a very small portion of it is
very small. Pretty
like we're talking like 3-4 songs.
That's a pretty small amount. Yeah.
That's not a halftime show worth.
Well, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but let's everybody watch The Weeknd and see how it.
And I'll say this: when was the last time that Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve actually had good performances?
When was the last time Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve had Dick Clark?
Yeah, it's true.
Unless they have him, somebody's operating him from underneath with sticks.
Because I remember the New Year's Eve party for going into 2020 and 2020 going into 2021. I barely watched any of it because it was intolerable. The performances were mostly mediocre.
Tiny Tim was the best halftime show ever.
Tiptoe through the tulips.
Yeah, that one.
Never ask me to do that again.
What's this? The Weeknd is Canadian? Is this true?
Is The Weeknd Canadian? Is he Canadian?
I never heard of them until a couple.
So we can blame Canada for Drake and The Weeknd.
I don't. They would have been better to get Drake even than.
Drake was Canadian too.
I've never heard of him.
Well, you know, at least the same thing can be said about Drake. He has at least one good song out of a bunch of crappy songs.
Well, yeah, now he's got what the Beatles tattooed on his arm or something. Like, I'm better than they are. I'm better than they are. Bah.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
it's a lot
just
easier.
that,
It's
dog.
a
One
lot easier to
Direction,
get to number one.
One Direction thought they were the next frickin' Beatles. The
Yeah.
Bay City Rollers thought they were the next Beatles.
The world thought they were the next Beatles. They didn't turn out though. They lasted maybe 2 years and they were done. I can remember. That's too bad. But anyway, hey, it's 6 o'clock. So hey, let's wrap this up.
Witching hour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
wrap it up before Van on Wheels asks to come in again.
I know. So,
Oh no, Van is not happy about you wrapping it up.
Oh, what a shame! What a shame! But hey, it's Super Bowl day, so we got to go watch some football. And we got to go watch some halftime stuff. So I thank everyone from everywhere across the world: Sweden, California,
Everywhere.
yeah, from Mason showing us that he's still alive and well and all. And hey, we'll do it all again soon, won't we?
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yes. Okay.
Now that you're retired, Doc, you can do the Rachel thing. 2 shows every day.
That's too much. 2 hours is enough for my butt. Thank you very much. Okay.
See you, Doc. See you, everybody.
Bye
See you,
bye.
Mason.
Doc.
Bye.
See you, Patrick.